I'm Danny.
And I'm Tubi. And we are the
Trilogy Queens.
Yes, Trilogy. I'm so glad we're on this podcast. Today our topic is self-care, so we'll be talking about a lot of things under that topic. Y'all, I got a quote that I found, and it's by Mandy Hale. Let me read it to y'all because I feel like this quote is very relatable to our topic. So the quote reads, "It's not selfish to love yourself, take care of yourself, and to make your happiness a priority."
Oh, yes.
It's like necessary. That. Yes, it's necessary. It is.
Very necessary.
And when I read that quote, the reason why I brought that quote today is because to me, when I see that, it don't even matter if it's 15, 30 minutes out the day. Make sure you do something just for you that don't involve nobody else. Make sure it's just for you, because as women, we get overwhelmed. And even the fellas, it's not just about the women. The fellas too, we all get overwhelmed sometimes doing everything for everybody else. So we got to make sure we set aside time for just ourselves.
Right. I feel that for sure.
Yeah, I think
it's
that's
nothing
really
like
important.
Taking time for yourself. That's important. That's key.
Exactly.
That's key to, I feel like, self-happiness and just loving yourself and everything. Yeah. Taking time out for yourself.
Yeah.
Doing something special.
All of that. Yes.
Yeah, take you a nice hot bath and have you a glass of wine.
Ooh,
I love doing that.
Girl, a glass of wine with the candles lit.
In the tub, you already know.
Candles lit, everything. Know. Girl.
That's the best feeling.
That is like the best self-care. Like, if you can't do nothing else, that is like the best. Yeah, that's like the freest self-care thing you can do.
You know, but it's crazy because it's like when you in that tub and you drinking that wine and you in there with them candles lit, you might got a little bit of music going, you feel me? You just catching the whole vibe. You feeling it, like you feel good.
Yes, boo.
You relaxing, you unwinding, you reflect on everything that happened that whole week. And you just be like, whew, I'm just gonna let that stress go.
You can let your hair down. Yes. You can let your hair down and just let it all out. Yes.
Yes.
Release all them toxics and all that stuff that went on in that day right in that tub. And when you let that water out, all that bad energy.
Yes. No, for real. I love that.
When you let that water out. Let
that go. You let all that.
When you get out that tub, you should not have the same energy.
And I really love
that. I really do.
And don't come talking to me about something that happened before I took this bath, because I ain't gonna want to hear about nothing.
I ain't gonna want to hear nothing at all. You ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that hit on the point right there. That's the most important.
She nailed it with that one.
Period.
Yeah. Also, like, read the Bible. You can read the Bible, read the scriptures. That also helps you doing it.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna say I read the Bible every day. But one thing I can say is that keeps me sane is praying.
Yes.
It keeps me sane. I swear.
Yes. And I can attest.
have to call on God so much because I be so stressed out from work. Just everything that, oof. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like a prayer. It ain't nothing like a prayer.
Nothing, girl. And I'm with you on that. I ain't gonna cap, because I'm trying to be, better within myself. And, you know, I hope to one day get to that level where I'm, you know, reading scriptures out the Bible and all of that. But I never forget to thank him. Never forget to thank God, ever.
That's good.
Because
some people get up there and just forget.
You can never forget. We wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for him. Nothing.
Oh, say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
And that's another thing. That's self-love and self-care right there.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing that I do when I'm alone and or if I'm going through something, I like to cook sometimes.
Ooh,
sometimes.
Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Healthy dish, you know. Have you a little playlist, play some music.
And it's something about when you cooking, it like brings like a peace. Like you cooking, you know, whether it's a new recipe, your favorite recipe, whatever, it just brings a type of peace. And I don't know if I'm the only one that do this, but when you done cooking and you serve, you know, your family or boyfriend, whoever, don't you just like to see the look on their face when they like taste your food?
Yes. Oh my
like,
God. No, me for sure. I asked 1,000 times, like, is it good? Is it good? You like it?
I love to just hear that confirmation. Like,
right,
it's good.
Right, yes.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that do that. I thought I was the only one.
Most definitely not the only one, because I do it all the time. I gotta ask 1,000 times, and he be like, "Yes, I said yes, baby. It's good. I love it. Yes, it's good." I be like, "Oh, okay."
Yes, I just love hearing that. It makes me feel good, you know. It really does.
Most definitely. What else I am practicing too, you guys, is whatever is, I feel like whatever is toxic in my life, I'm trying to remove it out.
Okay.
So if it's people, cut it off.
Period.
If it's something that you're doing that you feel like is toxic, cutting it off.
Period.
Because I feel like that takes a whole weight on you. Like, it takes a whole toll on you. Like, it affects you, really.
Ooh, girl. And
mentally, physically, like, you be moody.
Mm-hmm.
And all that. And I just feel like once you let it go and you wash your hands with the situation, you feel me, put it in God's hands. That's what I do. I swear. If I can't handle it, I pray and I be like, God, I'm putting it in your hands. I don't want to stress about it no more. I'm going to let you handle it.
And that's the best thing you could do.
It gets done. I feel like once I release my stress or whatever it is and I put it in God's hands, it gets handled. It gets handled. Like, he takes care of it for me all the time, no doubt.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Danielle, I'm sorry, Tiante. Ooh, Tubi, I'm sorry. You know what, Danielle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tubi. I feel like I just keep going. Let me just say this. I can agree to that in so many ways. Like, because I've been in positions where you just love that person so much and they could come vent to you or whatever. And you just gotta feel like, oh my gosh, their problems is weighing you down because you care that much about them.
Yes.
Like,
yes. When you say weigh it down, it weighs you down. Like, you be so mad. It's like like you said, when you love somebody, their problems is yours. So it's like you trying to be the problem solver. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So you like, how can I help this person get up out this situation? So now it's like you helping this person. You giving them advice, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like when they ain't taking it, it makes you so upset.
Girl.
It like, I feel like for me it crushes me because it's like, you telling me this, it's hurting you. I see how the hurt is in your voice, the hurt. I see your pain. I'm feeling it too because I love you. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I'm trying to give you advice so you can get up out the situation or, you feel me, whatever. And it's like, you're not taking it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it put me in a position of like, what should I do? Now I'm carrying your burden. I already got stuff going on in my own life. I'm carrying around that too. Like, what am I to do at this point?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Like, sometimes you can be in a whole good mood and everything, and then that person would just call you with their problems, and then your day will be ruined because you'll be thinking about, dang, what this going through. Period. And that is not healthy.
Yep. Not healthy. It's not. And you just gotta, like Danielle said, she said it best, leave it in God's hand. You love this person. That don't mean you can't be there for them. But just don't let their problems have an effect on you. That's what you gotta do. Be there for them, but sometimes you gotta be there for a person from a distance.
Yes. I was finna say, you hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail. You got to be you gotta care for them, and you feel me, from a distance, because you being right there ain't good for you. It ain't good for your sanity. Like, and this is what I'm practicing this year myself. Like, removing myself out of toxic stuff that's toxic, and I feel like it's toxic. I love you, but I'm gonna have to love you from a distance, and I'm gonna pray for you. And that's about it. I'm putting it in God's hands, the situation, and I hope, you feel me, that he helps you, because I can't no more. Like, the help that I'm trying to give you, you're not taking it. So I'm gonna put it in, like, somebody else's hands, and hopefully with the higher power, they do what they gotta do, and you can see and you can find out, because it's stressing me out.
Exactly.
And if it's meant for y'all to, or y'all to be hanging out again, then it'll come. But don't force it.
Exactly. And that's another thing of what? Self-love, self-care. You love yourself so much, you gonna take yourself out the situation so you don't go down the same road that person going down. And that's important.
Yeah.
That
is important.
Like,
and I'm telling you, like, this stuff really, for me, it affected my mood. I was so snappy. It made me, like, I could wake up mad. And I had to see, like, baby, you gotta let this go. You gotta disconnect yourself from this.
And you know it's real when you say, baby.
Baby, yes. Baby, you got to let this go, honey. Honey, you got to let it go.
Baby.
You outgrow people. If you still hanging with the same people, and you doing the same stuff, and you trying to change and they not trying to change, then remove yourself. If you don't, you're never gonna change. You're never gonna change. If you positive and this negative around you, it's gonna be hard for you to stay positive.
Period.
Yep, that's true.
Energy, it really affects you. Like, depending on who in your inner circle, that affects your everyday energy, mood, attitude, behavior, whatever. That really affects you, because you can live in a toxic household and leave out into the world and just be mad all day because you know you gotta go back home in that same household. So it really affects you. It really does. You gotta have, a good people around you.
Always. And if you don't got nobody good, I suggest you get close to God. That's your best friend. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about motivation and what we do to motivate us.
Okay. Well, what I have to say on that, what keeps me motivated, or I can really say all of us, because, I know y'all so well, and we kind of all agree to make sure our health is intact as far as like eating better, or, we try and exercise and, just keep our health intact and make sure, I'm not saying we perfect at doing it, but, it's something that we're learning to do.
You know what keeps me motivated? Y'all. Whenever I feel like I can do something, I talk to y'all, and y'all, you feel me, always make me feel better. Always, regardless of whatever the situation is. Y'all always make me feel better. So y'all always motivate me.
That is so sweet
be
that you
that
said that. That is very sweet. That really is touching. Like, it's
Yeah,
good to
we
hear
motivate
that.
each other because sometimes we don't be feeling like getting up working out, but we ring each other phone and be calling and stuff like, get up, we got to do this morning routine, we got to do this. And that just keeps us going. That's motivating. Just
Right.
keeping us up and going.
It really is
Mm-hmm.
to just know, like, you know, with things like that, when it comes to keeping your health intact and on point, it's easier when you have people to do it with you, you know.
Right.
So,
And you're not by yourself.
yeah, so I am grateful that, you know, we all, like, came to an agreement on, okay, we gonna try and. All right, y'all, well, we gonna close out the podcast, but before we go, I would just like, or we actually would just like to leave y'all off with this quote to think about during the week. The quote reads, "Let go and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure." Oprah Winfrey. Ooh, I like
Okay, I
that.
like that. I like that for
Yeah,
sure.
that's something
So,
to think about.
so basically, live it like it's your last.
Basically.
I like that.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to thank
And with
those
all
that
this
tuned
going on,
in. Yes, especially with, like you said, to be with all this going on.
yeah,
Well, thank
you
those that
gotta live it
tuned
to the
in for
fullest.
sure.
Yeah, so like, subscribe, make sure you DM us and let us know what's our next video can be about.
And yeah, like and subscribe. Support us. We hope you guys like our podcast, and you know, we hope y'all come back to tune in for some more. Next week we're gonna be a live stream, so be on the lookout for that.